Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've seen any of my other videos. I am your girl, Color Me Van Lynn. Long time no see. I'm popping on today to share some of my fragrances that I have been playing around with. I'm super excited about this because it has been a while. So I have a lot of ground to cover. We're definitely going to have to make a part 2 of this. But if you're interested in finding out what fragrances I've been playing around with for these past few months, please continue to watch. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. But before we get into the 1,000 fragrances that I've been playing around with these last 3 to 4 months, I want to welcome you again to my channel. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for staying put. Thank you for sticking with your girl. I greatly appreciate it. I am still here, live and well. I've just been working and just really haven't had an opportunity to really just sit down and just kind of go through the fragrances that I've been playing around with. There's a lot of ground to cover, as I stated earlier, so we're definitely going to have to do a part 2. Let's go. All right, so hopefully you can't hear my music in the background. I am listening to Tyrese. Did you guys catch that verses? What did you think about it? Feel free to chime in. We won't start any fights, battles, or arguments. And I'm going to keep my personal opinion to myself. But you can probably just about guess which one of those are my favorites. But we both love them for doing that for the culture. All right, so the first fragrance I want to share with you guys today. This one is from Clean. It's a Clean Classic Pure Soap. I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer just in case you see this box in like maybe one of your discounter stores, or if you see this fragrance online when you're shopping Amazon. You can go to their website and find this. This is absolutely stunningly, amazingly gorgeous. This is a, believe it or not, sexy scent. This lasts on me all day long, which I couldn't believe it because a lot of the other Clean fragrances don't. Clean Reserve is a really good one for me as well. But this, you guys, is a classic and I absolutely love it. Let me share with you what's actually on the inside of this particular fragrance so you will have an idea for what you're in for. This is the bottle. And I've been working on this one for like maybe a month and a half playing around with it, y'all, and it's almost gone. It is divine. All right, this is the bottle. It is a white floral, aldehydic, citrus, musky. It is fresh. And normally freshies don't last long on me. They just don't. I have to have notes that are a lot stronger. But because it's an aldehydic, I guess, I don't know what the deal is. It is also powdery green. It has lavender. It's soapy and floral. I'm not a soapy fragrance person either. This is a game changer. And this is not a new fragrance. Let me take a peek real quick. This came out in 2021. So it hasn't been around that long, but it's not brand new. It's aldehydes, mandarin orange. It is herbal notes. It is lavender, jasmine, cyclamen, musk, orange blossom, and sandalwood. Y'all, this is so good. I have a little bit of this on today. It smells so good, and I feel bad because somebody asked me what I was wearing and I really couldn't tell them because I have more than one thing on. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not a soapy fragrance type of person. Like if you hear a person say this is a clean soapy, floral soapy, freshy type of fragrance, normally I don't care for those fragrances. I just don't. They don't appeal to my scent palette. This does. Again, this is Clean Classic Pure Soap. If you see this and you love a good clean soapy scent but sexy, get you some. Girl, hot flash. Let me. All right, y'all. Now this next one, I can share what I think about this one right off the dome because I am wearing this. I wore it I started using this yesterday evening. Then I put a little bit on after I shampooed my hair last night and woke up in the middle of the night. You know, the normal time we normally wake up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I could smell her, right? So I decided to wear her or him today because this is a unisex fragrance. This is Shagaf Oud Royale Eau de Parfum by Swiss Arabian. If you've watched any of my other recordings, I love the original praline caramel deliciousness that everybody loves. And I don't know what about this other than the price made me grab this, because I'm not the person who is a person who loves the scent of lavender. But I have noticed recently that a lot of fragrances that I have been playing around with have a little bit in it. This has quite a bit of lavender in it, which in the beginning, the first spray out of this, I don't really care for. But as time goes on, this is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. It is a nice, spiced, it is earthy but clean at the same time. If you love the smell of a fresh gentleman's haircut, it's the closest I can put you to that. The smell of the astringent and the powder and the spice and the sexiness of it all, but still yet a little bit soft and feminine. That is what this is. I really can't explain this other than it's got oud in it. It is a heavy note of oud. It's a little bit under super sharp in my opinion. This definitely leans more toward the masculine side. But I love, if you've been watching me any length of time, I love a masculine scented fragrance and or cologne. Not always for myself, but I think it reminds me of when I was a little girl, getting in the medicine cabinet and smelling my dad's colognes. And this is kind of what this gives me a remembrance of, but it also has a touch of femininity to it. I did soften this up with a really nice berry scent and also the pure soap scent. So I rocked 3 fragrances and mixed them today. The first one was the pure scent. Then I came up with this one. And then I sprayed myself with 2 others. And one of them I'm going to share next. But this is really good. If you don't care for oud, if you're not a woody, noted, earthy type of fragrance lover, I would not recommend adding this one to your collection. Not even on a blind buy. If you find this for under 20 bucks, I would not. This is a perfect dupe of Oud for Greatness. If you are familiar with that line of colognes and fragrances, and you are interested or into your higher end and niche brand colognes and fragrances, this is that. This lasts longer on me than Oud for Greatness does. And for some reason, I really like the way this smelled when I woke up and got a whiff of it on me. It was a really, really nice, sexy, femme masculine. So it's masculine, but it's also got a feminine touch to it. Really, really like this. So again, Shagaf Oud Royale Swiss Arabian. If you like a fresh but earthy, extremely oudy, very light on the sharpness, but if you don't like oud, you're not gonna like this. So this is only for oud lovers. This is definitely beast mode, mama girl and mama boy or daddy boy. Get you some Shagaf Oud Royale. This is really, really nice. If you already have all the scents in this collection or in this line, go ahead and grab this one if you don't already have it. I like them all. I really, really do. It's not one of my favorites out of the line, but I really like this one. I'm going to play around with this one this summer because this is the kind of fragrance I like to wear in the summertime. I need heavy and I need pure soap. So this, I'm rocking. Okay, so these next 2 fragrances, they actually come with the notes on the back of the actual packaging that they come in, and I did not bring them in with me. But these are... The first one I want to share with you guys, I really have been enjoying, y'all. Like these are almost empty. I got these from Target. If you're wondering if I got them before or during the boycott, I did. If you're not afraid, they had great clearances and great sales in Target during that time. Okay, and I think I shared that on my TikTok channel as well. Okay. All right, so you can be respectful and be in non-agreement with the situation, right? All right, so we need stuff. That's where you go. This one is Good Chemistry Sugarberry, okay? Y'all, I am not a sweet berry type of girl at all, right? That stuff doesn't last on me. It smells like, most of the time they smell cheap. Most of the time they just smell cheap. I'm not going to say what kind of cheap they smell like, but they smell cheap. And you know, you can spend a lot of money on a fragrance and it smells cheap also. I got these for really, really low. They had like a clearance on some of the scents, and most of them were missing off of the rack. And when I went up to the register, I shared that with the young lady, and she said, well, how much did it say? And I told her, and she kept punching in numbers until we got to one that the system accepted. Very, very grateful. I did not pay full price for these. I would not pay full price for something like this, especially if I don't know how it works, even though it's an eau de parfum, because again, this is something that would normally not smell good on me or not work very well for me. This one again is Good Chemistry's Sugar Berry. It's divine. It is beautiful. As you can see, there's very little left in this. I do have to go heavy on my sprays with fragrances like this because I'm just thinking they're not going to work for me. I'm thinking they're not going to work. We can use this for a little foot spray, a little pillow spray, a little linen spray or something like that. But I did soften up my fragrance this morning with that, and it gave me nothing but beautiful pleasurabilities. So if you gain an opportunity to get any of the Good Chemistry fragrances, they probably all smell really good, because I also grabbed this one. This one is called Queen Bee. Yes. I thought about honey and all the things, and it's far from that. It is a very, very sweet. Not as sweet as the last one I just shared with you guys, but it's really, really good. It's really, really good, right? It doesn't have to last all day in order for it to smell good, because sometimes you just want a quick little spray down. If you're walking in somewhere and you forget your fragrance and you want a little something sweet smelling on you. I normally don't. I am not a sweet smelling fragrance type of person. They just don't smell good to me, especially like in the workplace. Especially if it's like you're going to bed at night, it may turn your partner completely off, depending on what you guys are into, right? This is good. Queen Bee, Good Chemistry. I got these from Target for the low. All right. Get you. So this particular fragrance, y'all, is okay. I got a tester bottle of it sent to me, and then I ended up getting one just on a humbug. So I'm like, do I have this? Do I not have this? And I have a lot of fragrances. Most of my collection is packed away in storage, right? So I couldn't remember if I had this one or not. It looked familiar, and then there's an older bottle packaging where the bottle is different, so I couldn't remember. But let me tell you something. This is some dynamite juice right here. So I wore this the other day. I'm not gonna say where I wore it, but in the middle of what I was doing, I got this whiff of something that smelled really, really good, and I didn't know if it was me or the person that I was having a conversation with. But the person I was having a conversation with normally doesn't wear fragrance, and if they do, you can't tell, right? And no shade, it's just they just normally don't wear fragrances that you can smell, right? Either of high quality or just not a whole lot. So needless to say, I went somewhere else and someone asked me what I had on, and it was this. Let me turn the little bottle around so you guys can see. It was this. This is when I tell you, this is like on my list of fragrances with my Paco Rabanne scents. This is absolute. I think it's got melon in it. Let me read to you what is in this so I don't misquote what this has in it, to give you an idea. So it's floral, vanilla, it's sweet, it has amber, it's powdery, it's aquatic, it's fruity, woody, it has white floral, you guys. It's going to tell us in just a second what the notes are in here if I don't keep skipping past it, because this is a little bit different than what I'm used to reading. So, okay. So this is A Theory by Lattafa Fragrances. It is an oriental floral. I don't know if I've shared on this particular outlet or not, but oriental florals work really, really good with my body chemistry, right? Some of my best fragrances in my collection are oriental florals. This was launched back in 2025. So this is not an old fragrance. Your top notes are passion flower, dewdrop. You got orchid, jasmine, vanilla, and amber. I don't know how they got this to smell like a fruit, juicy power punch, but that's what this smells like. It is so good. It is so beautiful. This is classic. The maturation of this fragrance, the longer you have it, the better it smells. I'm talking about like when I do my laundry and I have something in the laundry that I had sprayed this on. You can smell it even after it comes out of the dry. All the clothes smell like this. This is phenomenal. I see people raving about it on TikTok. I see people raving about it all sorts of outlets or social media when we talk about fragrances, right? This is some of the best juice I have ever had in my collection, especially as a Middle Eastern fragrance, because it is definitely a dupe. I don't know what it's a dupe for, and nor do I care. This is absolutely amazing. This is Ethereal by Lattafa. If you come across this one, get it. I mean, just if you don't like it, you can send it my way. It is absolutely gorgeous. Trust me on that. What do I always say? When I find something or I've been wearing something that's absolutely amazingly gorgeous, get you some. Fire. All right, let me count how many more I've got to share. All right, so I'm going to share one more scent. I have so many to go through because I've got like bags of fragrances that I've played around with and separating them on what I want to talk about. So this one is the Lattafa fragrance as well. I've been playing around with a lot of them. This one is another shocker that I get a lot of compliments. When I say a lot of compliments, like it's a head turner. This is so good, you guys, like unbelievable. This one is Victoria by Lattafa. This is amazing on me. I don't know. When I say listen, what they say is a lemon pie meringue or lemon meringue pie note in here. This is gorgeous, and I am not. When I say if you're gonna do gourmand fragrance, this is how it should be done. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I kid you not. It's vanilla, citrus, white floral. It's powdery and sweet, all of the above. This particular fragrance is a floral, fruity gourmand. And this is for men and women, so anyone who wants to wear this absolutely can. Of course, you know that. This again was launched in 2025 as well. It has lemon meringue pie at the top note. Your middle note is neroli, and your base note is vanilla. Let me tell you something. All the way. When I say I need another bottle, because I don't have, it's not much in here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I wore it, like the first time I wore it, it was okay. And then I wore it again, just running an errand or two. And I was like, while I was out, I was like, oh, it smells pretty good. That's how I try to test them out. I don't go anywhere important before I try to bust it out and then get somewhere and be disappointed or scare somebody. I wear it and play with it first to make sure it's okay, because everything doesn't smell good on everybody. Lattafa did their thing on this. It's funny, most of these fragrances are Lattafa fragrances. It is Victoria by Lattafa. If you love sweet, creamy, rich smelling gourmand fragrances, don't worry about the price point. I am here to tell. I have fragrances that's way up there and way down there. And some of them that are way down there smell better than the ones that are way up there and last longer. This is extremely affordable if you can get your hands on one of these. Okay? Amazing. On my skin, this lasts for about 9+ hours. I normally don't have it on that long, but I know for a fact it lasts a long time. I put this on before like maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, and I could still smell it at 8 or 9 o'clock at night if I was still out doing something. Get you some. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Lattafa did their thing on this. Get you some. That is all for today. I have a whole lot more that I want to share with you guys, but I don't want to overdo it, okay? But that was just brewing and stewing in me, and I was like, I can't take it no more. I gotta hop on. I gotta start talking about these fragrances, because some of these bottles I have to throw away, right? After I go through them and figure out how they work and how well I liked them and all that good stuff. Some of the stuff I just throw away. If I use it all up, I throw it away. I give it away. It's time to throw and declutter these bottles. So I have to get on here and start talking about them. So if I overflood your YouTube timeline for the next month or so, please forgive me. But I have to get these out. It's been so long since I have been able to pop on and share anything, and so I have to get in here and give you my thoughts on those fragrances. But those are some of the fragrances that I've been playing around with lately that I absolutely love. I don't dislike any of the ones I've shared with you today. Love, love, love all of them. I will try to remember to add them to the description box. Y'all know I'm bad about that. So please charge it to my head and not my heart. That is never my intention. I want you guys to enjoy. If you have to play back the videos over and over again to take notes, please do so. Also, if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you like, share, comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And once again, thank you guys for watching. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. We'll see you on the next video.